Calificas para ser legal, quieres saber, solo llama al abogado Andrés Mejer.
Second component, southern border. Now, first of all, it shouldn't be just the southern border, it should be the northern border. Here's where it gets problematic. He says he wants to reduce frivolous asylum claims, but he also believes all asylum is frivolous, that they're all crap, that we shouldn't be a place of refuge. That's not what, so his version, Trump's version of America is very different than my own. It shouldn't be, considering his wife's an immigrant, his wife just applied for her parents, his in-laws to come to the United States. They achieved green card and will be, they just received their citizenship, again, through the kind of immigration that he wants to remove. So he wants to reduce frivolous asylum claims. And he's done everything in his power in the past in the past year and a half, to really reduce it, eliminate it. He's trying to reduce who can apply. He's trying to reduce where they can apply. He's trying to speed up the denials. He wants them to be detained. He wants them to be deported. So he's doing everything in his power to get rid of and reduce asylum. He also wants to increase family detention. What I'm talking about. So in the past couple of radio shows, we've talked about the change of the immigrants that are coming to the U.S. It used to be mostly individuals by themselves coming to work. Now it's predominantly families, parents with their children, who are coming here for a better life because they're trying to leave the war, the horrors that are happening in El Salvador and Guatemala and Nicaragua and in Honduras. So in that part of the world, a lot of them really have become failed states. It's, we spoke about El Salvador, for example, has 6.4 million citizens in 2017. Today in the U.S., we have over 1.4 million people from El Salvador. So 25% of their population is in the U.S. That's massive. That's significant. That's a real problem for El Salvador. It may or may not be a problem for us, but clearly El Salvador is having a significant problem if 25% of the population have left the country. So, what are the problems with Trump's plan? It doesn't address undocumented immigrants. We have between 10.7 and 12 million, depending on your report. Is it 2018, 17, 16, or 15? Because the numbers keep on changing, and lately they've been going down. So we have approximately 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S., and his plan does nothing about that. His plan does not talk about DACA or Dreamers. Why? Well, because it's contentious. Because the plans in the past that I've talked about, Dreamers, have not been approved. So he's going to instead ignore it altogether. It doesn't talk about TPS, temporary protective status, that he and his administration has removed for country after country after country. People who have been here 10, 15 plus years. So, yes, I understand the argument that perhaps there was a hurricane or perhaps there was a natural disaster. It was temporary relief, and that temporary relief has now become 10, 15 years. I get that. But there also needs to be a recognition that they have been here, they are law-abiding, they are paying their taxes, and they are gainfully employed. And now just sending them back to their country after they've been here 15 years, and maybe this is the only country their children have known, is not American. He also wants to reduce asylum for the neediest people. I think that's wrong. Again, that's not the country that I joined, that I became a citizen for, that helped me and my family in our time of need. Think of, for example, Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. Now, I don't agree with their political views, either one of them, but they're both the children of Cuban immigrants. So if their parents weren't allowed refugee status here, they wouldn't be here today. That's a shame. Now, irrespective of political views, they're intelligent, they're articulate, they believe, they're passionate about what they say. I may disagree with them, but this is America. We're allowed to disagree. We should still be able to have that conversation.